Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 48 of the HooperCast. It is Monday, December 9th, and I am Mr. Hooper still, and I will be tomorrow. John, so nice of you to join us.
So nice of you to have me.
What about me?
Oh, hey, Dustin.
Hello.
Is it?
It's nice to have me here. It's nice to be here, Dustin. Thank you. Thank you.
It's nice to be here, Dustin. Thank you.
Thank you, Dustin.
You're
I
welcome,
appreciate the generosity. Oh, no problem, Dustin.
Hooper, I think we need to get rid of Dustin. It's causing too many problems.
He can hear us.
No, I know what you're saying about me.
I know what you want.
I know you want it.
You're a good girl. I guess we're here today to talk about our most anticipated and not really anticipated movies of 2014. Dustin, John actually prepared a top 5 list.
Well, we don't have to go through my top 5.
Well,
I thought that's what you guys did.
Oh, I mean, we probably won't in that order. I'm just trying to point out to Dustin that John did more work than at least I usually do for these to prepare.
And I wasn't 100% sure what we were going to be talking about,
okay.
So I'm going to make this up off the top of my head.
Well, so was I. I just have... John, we just have the Wikipedia page open, or I have the Wikipedia page open in front of me.
That's what I have.
Okay, Dustin, I assume that's what you will soon have.
You guys just want to go down the
Hold on.
list, and we'll say.
Sure.
I know that's how you did it last time. I listened to it last time.
We'll go month by month or weekend by weekend.
Sure, that's fine.
This isn't necessarily something I'm looking forward to, but I've noticed they have another Paranormal Activity movie coming out, called The Marked Ones.
Ugh.
Are we not done with these?
I didn't know John's feelings on the franchise. I know Dustin's very well, but now, John, I feel like I know your proclivities about
Mine
this.
is that I enjoyed the first one for what it was.
Yeah.
And then it became the next Saw franchise where every year they put out another movie, and I don't know. I feel like it's run its course. It ran its course a long time ago, really. But
Yeah.
especially, it's bizarre since this one is coming out in January.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll make a ton of money. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's bad and they dumped it there.
Maybe.
I would have thought they...
No, it is bad. It's just I don't know why it's coming out in January.
Well, I would have thought that they would release it in October like they do with every other horror movie, but you would think that if the brand speaks for itself... I mean, it would have made money. Like, the brand speak for itself. I don't know why they were afraid to compete with everything else.
Sure.
If they were.
Well, this is a spin-off, right? It's not part of the actual, series.
I didn't even know this existed until I saw an ad for it last night on TV.
Yeah, I saw a promo for it the other day.
Because Paranormal Activity 5 does come out in October.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Maybe
they're double dipping now.
They're getting greedy. All right, well, that's the only thing. I mean, I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that, but...
You guys don't want to see Dumbbells? I'm just joking.
I don't even know what that is. I see Tom Arnold in it.
That's a movie on Wikipedia I'm looking at.
And Jay Moore.
With Jay Moore and Tom Arnold. You guys don't want to see this?
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, that Jack Ryan movie's coming out on the 17th. Is anybody excited for that, or are we just kind of?
I mean, I'll end up seeing it for sure. I mean, I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but it's something that I'm very open to. I love Jack Ryan and I love Kenneth Branagh. So yeah.
I've never seen a Jack Ryan movie.
Oh really?
Really?
No.
Really?
Really. But
I was that perplexed. I was just taken aback.
Really?
Really? What do you mean?
I thought there were only going to be a few Oscars.
Oh, this is terrible. I've only seen Clear and Present Danger and Patriot Games, and I saw The Sum of All Fears, which I liked just fine. But Jack, every time I talk to him about that movie, he just says the movie sucks. I'm like, I don't know why, and he's like, I do, and I say okay. He's not excited for this one either. I think that I'm not sure why. I should have asked him, but I also didn't know I'd be talking this much about it. But
Sure.
I know when they cast Chris Pine, he was not happy. And I don't know if he's just sick of them making movies about, books that are good at making movies that aren't good about them, which is, I feel like I talk about this every week. I don't know. I guess I should ask him later, and I will update the listeners on that when I do.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the any promotional stuff for the Nut Job?
No, but
No.
This looks. I saw in a trailer for this before Frozen, and this looks awful.
I'm looking at it now.
Oh,
It
it's
looks like
animated.
Over the Hedge
Oh,
mixed with
Oh, wow.
that movie about the turkeys that came out recently.
Yeah,
Free Birds. Free Birds, yeah.
Oh my God, Liam Neeson is in this
okay.
movie.
I see two things that make me not want to see this without even clicking on it. Had I not clicked on it, Katherine Heigl and Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
I'll go see that with a double feature with Paranormal Activity and Dumbbells.
Yes.
A triple feature.
The only thing that I would think is worth noting, but I still won't be seeing, is Labor Day, Jason Reitman's new film. I don't even know what it's about. I mean, I like the cast, and I like him, and I usually like his movies, but I usually end up renting them and going, that was good. Now I can go walk 20 feet and go to bed. Not, I'll drive home now.
Right. I don't know. I loved Up in the Air, but that's the last Reitman movie I've seen. He's done, what, 2 since then?
He did.
Is that right?
Young Adult.
Young Adult.
I think Young Adult was his last one.
Okay.
Up in the Air was the last one I saw as well.
Yeah, Up in the Air is the last one.
I saw Young Adult. I think it's worth seeing. He's pretty consistent.
He's pretty good.
Like my least favorite of his movies is probably Juno. I like Juno just fine. It's just probably the weakest. It has the
my least favorite is Thank You for Smoking, but that's not because it's a bad movie. That's just I just love all the other ones too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean I really like Thank You for Smoking. That's one of the
I think Up in the Air is my favorite.
He's got a consistent body of work, so I'm sure this one will be fine. I don't even know what it's about. Do you guys know what it's about?
It's about Labor Day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what it's about.
It has a great cast though.
Something, yeah. God, I like seeing Kate Winslet looking concerned, like just kind of looking.
Every picture ever.
Just those eyebrows are just.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I see in February they've got the Lego Movie.
Yes.
Is anybody?
I do want to. I am excited for the Lego Movie.
I am too. I think it's going to be awesome.
It looks pretty funny.
I haven't seen any promos for it. Has there been any promo for it?
Yeah, there's a few trailers out.
I see the Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's it looks really cool actually. Like it's done in sort of like stop motion style, but it's not. I mean, it's CG, but it's pretty cool looking, and it has a really cool, really funny cast, and there's a bunch of cool stuff in the trailer, like Batman and Superman and the Ninja Turtles. It's just like a big amalgam of all these, Lego minifigs. It's awesome.
The synopsis is funny on the Wikipedia one. An ordinary Lego minifigure named Emmett, played by Chris Pratt, is mistaken as being the master builder who can save the Lego universe. With the help of an old mystic named Vitruvius, played by Morgan Freeman, a tough young lady named Wildstyle, played by Elizabeth Banks, and Batman, played by Will Arnett, Emmett will fight to defeat the evil tyrant Lord Business, played by Will Ferrell.
If this doesn't sell you, I don't know what will.
Lord Business sold me just then. I'm not kidding. Like, I literally was just going to kind of wait on this one, but...
Yeah, but listen to this cast, though.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, Will Arnett, Elizabeth Banks, Morgan Freeman, Will Ferrell, Liam Neeson, Nick Offerman, Charlie Day, Jonah Hill, Kobe Smulders, Channing Tatum, Allison Brie. That's awesome.
Nick Offerman's character is named Metalbeard. That's funny.
Yes.
Nick
Offerman's hilarious.
Yeah.
And when you hear like a Lego movie, it sounds awful. And I thought it was going to be awful, but it looks fresh.
February 7th. This will come out the same week that my daughter's supposed to be born.
Take her to go see the Lego Movie.
Yeah, well, just hold her up like Simba.
Yeah.
That
was a joke.
Mrs. Hooper will probably want to see this too. So,
yeah.
Although she may be bedridden, so I don't know.
You should name your daughter Lego.
This is named Lego
in honor of it.
I should name her Lord Business Hooper.
You can name her Emmett.
Metalbeard Hooper.
Emmett. That's supposed to be.
Is that a Back to the Future
yes,
reference?
Is that Claire Clayton?
Everyone else would just look at me and say, "What?
What?
Is Emmett Smith here somewhere?" No.
That's why we're awesome.
Yes. That's why you guys are on the podcast and others are not.
Indeed.
Thank you.
A week after that is RoboCop.
Yep. True.
No interest in this whatsoever.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on from
Myself.
God, guys, there's just nothing in February either.
I know.
Okay. Well, March 7th is Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah.
That I am excited for.
Yeah, I'll end up seeing it. I don't know if I'm anticipating it, but yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited for. I say Peabody and Sherman is one of my most anticipated of the year for me.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I just love those characters, and it seems like they got a good grasp on them, and it's not.
I like the style of it. Yeah, like the character design and stuff. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I can't tell if you guys are joking or not.
No, I'm not joking.
Okay.
No,
no,
I'm
me
serious.
neither. I'm not super excited for it, but I think it looks cool, and they're being pretty faithful, it seems. So
yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle is a cartoon that I love, and I particularly Peabody and Sherman I've always liked, and it seems like they got the voices. The guy who plays Peabody's on Modern Family.
Yeah, Tyrell.
Yeah, and he sounds like Peabody, as much as he can, and it seems, and it's preceded by a CG Rocky and Bullwinkle short. Also,
is it? Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
I wonder if June Friday is going to do the voice for Rocky.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was wondering.
Yeah, so if this does well, I think they're looking to make Rocky and Bullwinkle next as a feature.
Dude, I imagine June Foray will do it.
Yeah,
she's still working.
She still works, yeah.
She's
she
like
did
94.
it in the other feature film, the Rocky and Bullwinkle feature film that came out in
that was like 10 years ago.
around 2000. Yeah,
that was like 14 years ago.
Yeah,
2000.
Which I also liked that movie as well. It
Yeah.
wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't nearly as bad as something like Alvin and the Chipmunks or Yogi Bear or something like that. It was fun to watch.
For real. It does date itself, though, when you go back and watch it and see Keenan and Kel make appearances.
Yes,
and
it does.
Although, Dustin, I bet at least this time when you watch that movie and you see Piper Perabo and you go, oh, God, there's just nothing with her. Now you can watch Looper, and then she's like all grown up.
Was she
all grown up? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Piper Perabo? Yeah, she was the one, like...
She's the main girl.
The main, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and she's a stripper in Looper.
I forgot about
that. Anyway,
Muppets Most Wanted comes out in March.
Yes.
I see you skipped the Veronica Mars weekend.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm sorry. Go back.
Well, no, I have no opinion. Who was it? Was it any of you guys who at least had seen the show or watched some of it? Dustin, was it you?
It was Dustin.
I watched about 5 or 6 episodes and never got back to it, and now it's off Netflix. So I don't have an opinion. I don't remember much about it.
This would be something I'd be excited for if I had seen the series. I mean, I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
it's way at the bottom of my list to see in terms of television shows.
Right.
I'm sure if I ever get around to it. I don't know. I mean, I know that everyone was really excited for this, the prospect of this being made, and that Kickstarter got funded in like a day, and there was a trailer the other day that came out for it. So hey, more power to them.
It's a really cool sort of milestone in that. I mean, how often does a show that got canceled come back as a feature film? And it's happened before, but certainly not funded by the fans.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's really cool.
I love how everyone jumped all over them for rating.
Yeah.
Isn't it insane? Like, I think we talked about this before, Dustin. Maybe we haven't. But isn't it insane that they jump all over them, like Rob Thomas and Kristen Bell and like Zach Braff and Adam Carolla? They jump on all these people for basically for funding their movie themselves, like for doing the work themselves. And they're all like, Kickstarters, you're taking money away from other projects that really, that wouldn't even make it inside a studio. And it's like, well, first of all, dick, like, you're not taking money away from your not interesting movie. Like, it's not like I'm being mandated to kickstart someone's project and that, the Veronica Mars movie being in the field, just dilutes everything and, lowers your chances of getting funded by me. It's not roulette, people can fund it if they want to. And just because Zach Braff is rich doesn't mean he shouldn't be able to fund his own movie. Like, I think that's the most un-American thing you can berate somebody for, is funding their own creative endeavor.
Right. No, this is true. Ugh. I mean, I can see both sides of the coin though, because it's not necessarily that because people fund their movies that the independent people won't be able to receive funding. It's the fact that someone like Zach Braff or like Kristen Bell has those connections, and and their stuff could be considered or would be considered by a studio, and so I understand that it feels threatening, and so I definitely see both sides of it, but I don't think it's as threatening as people make it out to be, but I can see why you'd be threatened by it.
I don't think that stars and notable actors and actresses and directors really have as much like pull as the general public would think they do.
No, this is true.
Yeah, like I think part of it. I think you're right, Dustin. But I think the other half is people think that Martin Scorsese could get any movie he would want made. But I mean, even Spielberg was talking about how hard it was to make Lincoln, like how it was almost an HBO movie because the studios just didn't want it, and that's Steven Spielberg.
This is true, but also, I think you have a valid point, but. If two people went to Hollywood right now to make a movie, and one of them was Spielberg and one of them was James Franco, I feel like James Franco would have the upper hand, and it's not because he makes better movies or anything. It's because his name makes more money right now.
That's true. I guess my point is that at least in these particular, I think you're right about that for sure. Mm-hmm. I think. And I guess I'm going to use your own point to solidify mine. I don't think that the studio would have jumped on a Zach Braff movie or a Veronica Mars movie.
No, probably not.
And maybe,
and especially the Veronica Mars being a failed TV show.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know how they would think there'd be that much. That's the kind of thing I can see them saying, like, well, your show got canceled, so how many people really want to see it? And you could even show them the analytics. Like, even if Kickstarter was just a page of, or look at the post that says, hey, would you guys want a Veronica Mars movie? And show the studio the number of likes. Even then they'd say, all right, multiply that by 10, 10, that's $10 for every person who just liked it. How much money is that? The studio would still say, nope.
Right.
Nope. Your name's Kristen Bell, Veronica Mars.
I think the difference is that, at least I don't know any like Veronica Mars fans. I don't think it has as big a fan base as some of these other things that have been canceled and brought back. And like it's like something like Star Trek, which had been off the air for years and then got popular in syndication and had a movie made, and now it's still a successful franchise. I don't see it having that sort of effect. I don't see it being a big moneymaker. So I can understand not wanting to pursue a feature with that, but
this is true.
Yeah. Well, who knows? That's good that's getting made. I think that's exactly what the system exists for, is for people, I mean, look, if no one wanted the movie made, no one would have given money. It's like people are pissed off that this show still has fans,
Yeah.
Well, next is The Muppets, Most Wanted.
Right.
Dustin, I know you're excited for this, especially.
Yeah, I am, but I haven't really been impressed by the trailers that I've seen. Mm-hmm. They give away a lot of the celebrity cameos in the trailers, which I hate that they give those away.
Right.
And some of them are really dumb. It's like a Disney Channel actor or whatever, and it's like, I don't know you. You really don't count. Like I'm looking for Steve Martin and Martin Short. I'm not looking for whatever the dudes are, the Zach and Cody dudes or whatever. Which
are they in the
I'm
movie?
Not saying. I don't think so. I don't think anybody wants them.
But
not
the dog
even
with the
Dan.
ball is in the show.
It's a Muppets movie, so I'll see it.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you want to see it, John?
Yeah, I think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at the end of the month, there is Noah. It's another one I know Dustin's excited about.
Well, yeah, I want to see it because a few reasons. One, I think anytime something is based on a biblical story, I like to kind of get out there and see it just to support that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how accurate it's going to be in terms of lifting it directly from the Bible, because obviously the story needs more than just is what in the Bible to make a good movie. So they've added in a few things, and which I'm okay with, but I know it's going to kind of split people. But I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to see probably a little bit of controversy when it comes out. But I'm excited for it, and I think it looks good, and it has a good cast, a strong cast, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited for April because Captain America, the Winter Soldier, will be out.
Yeah.
One of the writers is named Stephen McFeely. I think that's pretty funny.
Yes, Stephen McFeely.
John, last podcast, Dustin and I were talking about how we feel like with them adding all these new Marvel characters in is starting to kind of dilute the water a little bit, you know, the Marvel pond, if you will, and how it kind of makes you less and less excited for the Marvel movies because you feel like you're just kind of signing up to have to keep up with a bunch of characters you're not really that interested in order to keep a hold of the overall universe. Do you feel that way? I mean, you've seen all the Marvel movies you know that have been released so far. I mean, do you feel that way, or do you think you will in the future?
Yes and no, I guess. Like for me, it doesn't get in the way of enjoying the movie. Like I know that Black Widow is going to have a bigger role in this movie, but it doesn't really bother me as long as she doesn't intrude on Captain America or, you know, take away from the story in any way.
He may intrude.
It doesn't bother me. Oh my, that was inappropriate.
With sex,
It was.
That was inappropriate.
Keep it kid friendly, Hooper.
I'm sorry.
We're talking about Captain America here.
Yes.
But
I thought the first Captain America was all right. I like the character.
Yeah.
The movie wasn't anything special to me. And this one, from the trailers, I'm not too excited for this. I'm not, you know, I'll go see it. But it's kind of like a lot of movies this year to where I'll go see it, but I'm not particularly excited for it. So
yeah, that's sort of the way I feel about it.
Yeah, I guess to me, like, I don't know if I was just kind of waiting to see if they could do the Avengers, and now I don't know if I feel like, all right, you've proven yourself. Like, no need to continue to prove yourself. Like, I don't know if I just want someone else to do something interesting, or whether it really is because I'm thinking I don't know who the Guardians of the Galaxy are, and I'm gonna have to know, and then I'm gonna have to know who these people are, and these people are, and
I'm actually more excited for Guardians of the Galaxy than I am this.
I don't know. I mean, I was telling Dustin last week, like, I like the core Avengers, like, just the people we've seen so far on screen. I'm not really that interested in the others, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've seen one trailer for it just to get a quick look at it to see if I'll even be interested in seeing it, and I am. And I'm at the point now where I'm not watching anymore because they're just going to release an alternate trailer, an alternate trailer, an alternate trailer that's going to show me all you know, just too much. And at this point, I know if I just raise my expectations, it may not meet them. So sure. I'll be going to see this one for sure. And I was, again, as I told Dustin last week, I'm drastically restricting my movie budget next year. But I will see this. And I just hope it doesn't disappoint me.
I think everyone will see this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
I see it in big numbers.
For some reason, can you guys see on Wikipedia when the font changes after that weekend? Or is it just me?
It's not me.
For the titles?
It's not me either. No.
Am I having a stroke?
Hooper. Oh, God.
I mean, there's Captain America, and then there's Don Hemingway, and then Draft Day is the next one, but it's in italics, but it's in like a scripty kind of italics. It looks different.
No, mine's not.
No.
What the hell? I swear, I promise it is.
What browser are you using?
Chrome.
I'm in Firefox.
I'm on Internet Explorer.
Okay. Well.
I'm from Mattel.
Transcendence is interesting to me because it would have been because Johnny Depp's in it, but I'm disappointed in that man lately, so I don't know. But the director is Wally Pfister, which is notable because he's the guy who usually shoots Christopher Nolan's movies, He's
this is his directorial debut.
His directorial debut, and his last name is Pfister, and that's funny too.
Yeah.
So
he's also notable for his unfortunate last name.
This is true.
He can join that club too.
With Mr. McFeely.
With Diddy McFeely and Pfister. It's a sexual assault law firm. Okay, well, the next one I have that is of note is the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Well, I know how we feel about this one. I think we also know that we're all inevitably going to see it.
Yeah, I'll definitely end up seeing it. For me, it's that same problem from the first one. It feels like all of the main Spider-Man pieces are there, but they're all lifeless. Mm-hmm. And except for the Daily Bugle, which still remains absent. But for the most part, the pieces are there. They're just lifeless and meaningless. And then they've added new stuff in. Yeah, hollow. Yeah. And then they've added in this new stuff that conflicts with my interpretation of Spider-Man, like my personal feelings about these characters and whatnot. Like one example being in the trailer, Aunt May seems to be keeping secrets from Peter, and I don't think it's right to ever villainize Aunt May or make her seem untrustworthy. Yeah. And so for that reason, like those little things stack up, and for me, I can't look forward to this movie, but I'm sure I'll end up seeing it because it says Spider-Man right in the title, and so I'll end up seeing it. But I don't have high hopes for it, and I could walk out of there pretty impressed with it because I have zero hope. But who knows? It just I don't know. It just seems like a waste of my time.
I know how y'all feel about the first one, and I didn't care for the first one either. I don't think I disliked it probably as much as you two, but I
don't think anybody disliked it as much as we did.
This is true.
But I didn't particularly care for it either, and I thought a lot of the points that you're making, Dustin, are right on point, and hopefully this one isn't the same, but it looks like more of the same. Right. But I will go see it, so it'll get my money.
Me too. Yeah. I love me some Spider-Man.
Another thing that I think pushes Dustin's buttons is that the secret that she's keeping has to, again, the subplot is about his parents, which we've established shouldn't even be a part of the story at all.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
think they were trying to add in something new that wasn't done in the previous movies, and this was a good way to distinguish themselves from that.
I think they realized two things with that first movie. That they seem to have changed about this one. One is everyone hates that suit, so they changed it to one that everyone loves, even me.
The suit looks great.
It does.
I think it's the best Spider-Man suit that we've seen in live action before.
I agree.
And they also realized hey, we don't hey, it's great that we did all these stunts practically, but no one cares about that either. So more CG, and so it looks like they've changed that too. Which, again, I approve of. I'm sorry, but, certain practical stunts with Spider-Man just don't look good. Like, Spider-Man, I don't want to see him, jump a small gap that a guy actually did on a wire. I'd rather just see him jump, 500 feet from a computer. That's just my preference.
Well, I don't think necessarily it's that the practicality in the filming is a problem. I just think when the first three Raimi films sort of set the bar in terms of web slinging fun, and then the Amazing Spider-Man didn't live up to it. So I feel like they're going to try to go back to that and look at those sections of the Raimi movies and kind of steal from it a little bit, because which I approve of, and I think they should do, because Spider-Man to me is different from a lot of heroes because he's fun, and as hard as Peter's life is sometimes, I feel like he generally always has fun being Spider-Man, and for the most part, and And I think a good way of showing that is him, defying gravity and doing these really awesome stunts. And so it's not necessarily that the CG is going to help it, but just the grandeur involved in the actual movement, if that makes any sense.
I'll agree with that. Another thing about this movie series that kind of irks me is like the casting of not major characters, but kind of like what I presume might be minor characters in this. Something like Harry Osborn. I've only seen the trailer. Granted, I haven't seen the movie yet or anything, but it seems like that guy was extremely miscast. I don't see Harry Osborn at all when I look at that character. And Chris Cooper is going to be playing Norman Osborn, and that seems like another bizarre choice to me.
Yeah.
I always saw Norman Osborn as an older guy, but like a very strong, intimidating, frightening person.
Yeah, to me, he's very suave and James Bondish.
Yeah, he's intimidating. And with Chris Cooper, I don't see him being intimidating at all to me. But
yeah, he's got to be charming. To
me. And
no, I agree with you too.
And I love Chris Cooper. I think he's a great actor, but I don't think he's right for this. And I know you guys have talked about Paul Giamatti as well, and we all know how you feel about that, and I agree. And I especially agree with like Electro and the Jamie Foxx, and it doesn't. Nobody feels like they're comic book counterparts. They took a completely different route with Electro, who doesn't even resemble Electro. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of times these comic book movies try and distance themselves from the comic books to an extent.
Right.
And I feel like I really like the style of Speed Racer, to where it knew it was like a live action cartoon and it ran with it, and it made that part of the fun. And I feel like these movies, when they try and go to live action, they have to adhere to a level of realism, but sometimes they take it too far. They take the comic book out of it. And I feel like with Electro, that's exactly what they did. And I'm not saying he had to wear the goofy looking headpiece and all that, but it seems like this is just so far removed from what Electro is. And
I agree. The character design, especially in the villains, is really, really atrocious, because for me, I'm not one of those people that is like, okay, you have to adhere to everything in the comic book.
Same.
But on the other hand, like, I do want the characters that you pull from the comics to be recognizable to me.
Yeah.
And especially as a fan, and even as a non-fan, like, I would love to be able to look through and say, okay, I've seen the movie, now let me go read a book and feel like it's fairly similar. And so my big problem with it is, if you're going to take these characters that I love and put them on the big screen, why are they not the characters that I love anymore? Why are you changing them? And so, someone like the Rhino, like, I'll be the first to admit, the Rhino would be very difficult to do in a non-goofy way in the movies. But the fact is,
a sign.
Yeah, exactly. and he can be goofy. Like, at least if you watch like the Spectacular Spider-Man, which I know I harp on, but it's because it's amazing. But if you watch it, like, Rhino isn't smart and he's not, clever. He's just a mindless dude, and he is kind of goofy. And so the suit kind of matches the character. And so if you make him threatening, you kind of lose something to me. And so anyway, I don't know. It's just when the characters are not recognizable as the characters anymore, you've lost my attention.
I agree with that. And with the Raimi films, the characters obviously had to look different. They didn't look exactly like their comic book counterparts, especially the Green Goblin. His glider was no longer this Halloween-looking prop, and he didn't, have purple at all. But you still knew it was him immediately. And same with Dr. Octopus and
Sandman especially.
Yeah,
that guy looked just like him.
Yeah, I was just about to say Sandman is that he's kind of a goofy villain as well, but they approached him in a way that didn't shy away from what he was. He still falls in a pit and gets turned into sand through an experiment or whatever. It wasn't gritty, and it wasn't something overtly complicated. It was a comic book plot. And and I'm glad that they kept to that he was a man who fought with sand, which sounds ridiculous, but in the tone of that movie, it worked, because those Raimi movies had a good sense of humor about them. They didn't take themselves too seriously, and I feel
this is true.
Films take themselves a little bit too seriously.
I agree. And say what you will about those Raimi movies, but or especially even that third one, which everyone loves to hate. But think about about Venom. Like, everyone hates the way that Venom was portrayed in that movie. But even somebody who wasn't a hardcore Spider-Man fan could look at a picture of that character and know who it is.
Very true.
But a fan has a hard time looking at the Rhino in this movie and figuring out who that is. Like,
yeah,
what is?
They're also
is
dipping
it a
into the
Slayer, or you know what I mean?
They're also dipping into the B roster now. Of
they are.
They're not ready to do Doc Ock or the Green Goblin again yet. It seems like, and so they're sifting through their options. Although
there is going to be a Goblin in this film.
There is, but it's not Norman Osborn, correct?
It looks like it's going to be Harry. It looks like it's going to be Harry. And then in the trailer you do see Vulture's wings and Doc Ock's arms.
Yes, I saw that.
So they are building towards something, and also if you follow the Daily Bugle, they have some viral marketing thing, and the Daily Bugle has like a Tumblr page or whatever. And recently they've put up a few articles, and the articles mention 3 other characters. One of the articles is written by Ned Leeds. So
the Hobgoblin.
That sort of, it gets in your mind, the Hobgoblin. I don't know if he'll play any part in this or if it's just for the viral marketing or whatever. But they also mention the Shocker, and they also mention who was it? Is it Spencer Smythe? Alistair's father?
Yeah,
is it Spencer?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so they mention, Mr. Smythe and his Spider Slayers or whatever.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, they're building towards something big, and that's cool as a Spider-Man fan. Like, I'm excited for that, but I just hate that they're doing it in this way that I already hate. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'll end up seeing it, but
same. Hooper, you still with us?
Yeah,
he's quiet.
I don't have much to say about it, really. I mean, these movies, to me, I feel like if they keep on the track they're going in, they're going to be kind of like the Joel Schumacher Batman movies. It's what I think, at least. Like, where we may look at them and be like, we can... the difference being, I don't know if we'll look back on them and just kind of laugh, or if we'll just look back and be like, God, that was dumb. You know?
It's like the Joel Schumacher movies in that they're both going to an extreme in one direction. And in this movie, in this series, they're going gritty to an extreme. Yeah. And in the Schumacher movies, they went campy to an extreme. So,
that's true.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Anyway, the next thing I have that I feel like is of note is Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. I've not watched the trailer for this yet, but I hear it's out there.
There's not one. There's not one. The trailer comes out in a few days. It'll probably be out before this episode gets posted. But I think because Godzilla trailer comes out like Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it's but there was a Comic-Con trailer that they showed. It was sort of like a pitch reel that the director put together. And he showed it at Comic-Con, and it was online for like a couple of days before Warner Brothers took it down. But it was really cool, and that pitch reel got me so excited for this movie. So I'm looking forward to it.
What about you, John?
Frank Darabont wrote the screenplay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know that much about this. I've never been a big Godzilla fan, and I didn't even really know that much about it, but. I don't know. If it looks good, I may see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Same.
When I was a kid, I used to love Godzilla. I have a big bag of Godzilla toys, and I used to love Godzilla, but for whatever reason, I don't know. But just there was nothing good with Godzilla, really.
Well, I think that I may go see this cold, like just that, just to see.
Yeah.
What I
and
get.
Bryan Cranston's in it.
Yeah.
So
I also want to see Neighbors.
Oh yeah, with Seth Rogen and Zac Efron.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that looks funny.
I haven't seen this.
The plot is that Seth Rogen and his wife and their young baby move in next door to a frat house moves in next door to them.
Yeah.
And Zac Efron is the head of the frat house, and they have like a kind of like a war. And I don't know, it looks like one of those kind of Seth Rogen movies, but I like those, and I think Nicholas Stoller directed it, and it looks good. So
yeah.
Okay, cool.
The weekend after that is X-Men: Days of Future Past. I really liked the trailer for this. And
I'll admit I like the trailer as well.
I did too.
I'm kind of excited for this because I'm still. I was meh about First Class. Like I didn't really like. Okay, it was competently done, but I didn't really care for it that much. I don't know. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I felt like that movie got like a bunch of positive reviews that it didn't really deserve.
I've never seen it.
I didn't think it was that well done. I feel like it was kind of unfinished. But I do kind of like this. It's kind of nice to see them exploring, like how comic book movies today are more and more based on existing comic stories that people like, which I'm glad they finally caught on to. And Days of Future Past, if I'm correct, is an actual X-Men graphic novel that takes place, where it's basically like this dystopian future, and most of the mutants are dead because of this Trask Industries. Where this guy Trask creates, I think they're like androids or something. I don't know. They're robots that basically Sentinels that hunt down the mutants and kill them. And so, I know in the graphic novel they send Kitty Pryde back in time, but in this one they send Wolverine back in time to like the 70s or the 60s or something. I think it's the 70s to the the younger Xavier and so James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, and all the First Class people we just saw. And I just think that's an interesting idea, and it's kind of neat to see them not just do another one where it's like, hey, it's present day again. What's happening now? Like I kind of like the dystopian future. It kind of helps world building a little better than just all right, well, present day. You know the setting we're in already because it's today. I kind of like that it's this kind of conceit. I don't know. What do you guys think about this?
You go ahead, Dustin.
Well, I'll say this because my opinions of the X-Men movies have been well documented on the HooperCast. I'll say this: the trailer I liked. But I cannot imagine a scenario in which I see this in theaters. I still haven't seen Wolverine, and it would take a miracle to get me to watch it. Seriously, like I have zero interest, and I feel like I'm going to have to see it before I see X-Men, or before I see the Days of Future Past, and for that reason, I just can't imagine seeing this in theaters, because I can't imagine seeing the Wolverine. And so, yeah, even though I thought the trailer was good, I have really no interest in the movie, nor do I have an interest in the Wolverine, which I need to see before I see this. And I have no interest in the characters at all. So, sorry.
All right. John?
I'm in between you two, I guess. I've never cared for the X-Men movies either, but this one seemed like it was new, and like you said, Hooper, it wasn't just the same old stuff again. And I liked that it looked like in the trailer, Professor X met the younger Professor X, and I thought that was interesting. And I like seeing the two casts. I know they've kind of been building the First Class cast, and now bringing a lot of the old cast back. It looks like Ellen Page and Sean Ashmore and all those guys are back. And
which that guy's like, thank you, Lord.
I know it was that guy's idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'll see it. I'm on the fence about it. I don't really care for the X-Men movies, but this looks like an interesting take on it. Again, I don't know if I'll see it. But... Yeah.
But
Hooper, I know that you're excited for it, and I respect that. But
I really liked the Wolverine. I thought it was worlds better than the X-Men Origins movie, which, as far as I can tell, they retconned.
Thank God.
And I never saw First Class, so I can't comment on that. I haven't seen one since that movie.
I think First Class is worth seeing. There's just a big dumb scene where Jennifer Lawrence is like, "Hey, we all gave ourselves nicknames. We decided I'm going to be Mystique, and you're going to be Magneto and you're going to be Professor X. And it's like, oh, it's how they get their names. And it's like, why don't you just let their names be their name? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why you have to have a big dumb scene where they're all hanging out and, you know, messing around with their powers and stuff. I don't know. It just seemed kind of stupid to me. Like, half the movie was just goofy, stupid. The other half was, like, what I wanted to see. Like, Magneto, you know, stopping a bunch of missiles and turning them around and shooting them back at people. Like, and Magneto, you know, killing Nazis. That was pretty awesome. Like, I don't know. So half of it was like, this is going to be great. And half of it was like, this is lame. So, I don't know. It's a delicate balance with comic book movies. But mostly I like to just see them doing, you know, I don't know, stuff that people would do if they had powers, you know, not just, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm hopeful for this movie, but if this one isn't that great, then I'll just, I don't know. X-Men has not violated my rules with franchises, because like every third one is, you know, good enough for me. Mm-hmm. It's like they know my rule and they adhere to it to the T, and just to keep me on the hook and to torment me. So you know, whatever.
I still have one for me.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say something about that too.
I'm gonna say A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be pretty interesting.
With his, I guess this is Seth MacFarlane's second. Is it live action?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's interesting.
I don't know. I really love Ted, and I thought that was good. And a lot of people kind of hate on Seth MacFarlane because they see Family Guy and they think it's all cutaway jokes and there's no story. But I thought the story for Ted was pretty good, and I thought that Ted was pretty funny, and you know, so this seems like it has an interesting take on things, and so I'm excited for this one. It has a good cast.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see a trailer first, but I
agree.
I do want to see this.
All right. Well. Sweet. I'd like to see a trailer too, but I imagine this is something I'd go see with, you know, friends of mine or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, well, what about June?
I have one for June.
Let me go up the list. I'm interested in 22 Jump Street just because I liked 21 Jump Street so much. So
I like the first one. I don't know if I'll see this one, but I thought the first one was funny.
It's the same director. The Phil Lord and Chris Miller are directing it again, which gives me hopes because if they stick around to do another one, and they have a good track record, you know, it'd be interesting to see how this one goes. I mean, the first one's funny, but do you recreate that? Like, what do you do with them now? So who knows? And the other one's the How to Train Your Dragon sequel that same weekend, which I have no interest in. But again, my wife is going to make me see it, so I'm going to end up seeing it. But
see, I never saw the first one.
The first one's good, but
you've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh wow. I mean, everyone.
I'm not against it. I just never have.
Everyone seemed to love the first one. I thought the first one was all right. Everyone was saying it was amazing. I didn't see that, but it was okay. I thought I wouldn't go see the second one though.
Right.
For myself.
Well, I know the one that John's excited for in June is Think Like a Man 2 because he's a huge Tim Story fan.
You know, I love my Kevin Hart. So
yes, and Kelsey Grammer. So I just know.
Is Kelsey Grammer in that? Oh Lord. Man.
So I know.
At the very bottom.
Yeah. So I know you're excited. So,
I'm a huge Taraji P. Henson fan. So
yes,
and
me too.
Yeah, so very excited. I'm going to be there with my popcorn and my Coke.
Jerry Ferrara's in that.
The 20th. Too. Is he? Oh man.
Yep.
He's waiting for that Entourage movie.
He is. Okay, so on to July, since we covered John's.
Well, that was John's. Now
that was mine.
I guess none of you guys are seeing the next Transformers movie.
No, I will be seeing
the
next
John's
Transformers movie,
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I might be seeing it.
Oh, I'm definitely going to see it, man.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like nothing's going to change. Yeah, obviously, the way, you know, nothing's really going to change. So, I'm not expecting great things.
No, I'm not expecting it to be any different than the others. I was talking with this about Dustin, though. I think what they're going to do is they've said that they were going to do a reboot and a continuation at the same time. And if you know any Transformers mythology, there was the animated Transformers movie in the 80s. They killed off 90% of the main cast and replaced them with kind of reformatted versions of themselves. So Megatron was turned into Galvatron, and Optimus gave up the leadership to Hot Rod and so forth. So I think that this is kind of going to take that and because all the Decepticons are dead, they're going to be reformatted into new characters and so on and so forth. And also it's going to include the Dinobots, so I'm going to go see it.
Yeah, that's...
So.
See, I don't know whether I'll see it in theaters or not, but I am excited to see Grimlock.
Yes, who isn't excited? Yeah, you got my ticket right there when Grimlock was going to be in the movie.
Well, I only see the only voices I recognize from the other movies is Peter Cullen for Optimus Prime, but I don't see.
Robert Foxworth plays Ratchet.
Okay, Tom Kenny, I guess, is going to be that dumb little Pesci bot.
He died at the end of the last one, though.
Well, he's going to be somebody then. I like John.
Charlie Adler. Charlie Adler played Starscream, so it's a good chance he's probably coming back.
That's right. Okay.
Because Michael Bay thought that they were going to end, so he killed off all the main bad guys.
Uh-huh.
And then he decided to make a fourth one, and now he's kind of stuck with doing something new. So.
Well, I don't see how they're going to have Starscream because he blew into lots of pieces.
He did. He might get reformatted into a new type of Starscream, perhaps.
Super dead.
Yeah, he was dead.
Okay, well...
And Optimus Prime lost an arm.
Yes.
Well, July's got Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I'm kind of excited for that because I liked the last one.
Yeah, I liked the last one.
I never saw the last one. My love for the '60s one will not allow me to.
It was really good.
Yeah, I've heard it was good.
Yeah.
This just I seem like some studios go through their old franchises that were popular and go, we can reboot this, and I feel like this is kind of one of those for me. And that's not fair because I didn't see the last movie, but
I think that's why the studio went for it. But I actually think the quality of the movie is pretty good. I've listened to the writers talk about it too, and they seem to have a really clear plan of what they want to do with it and what they intend to do with it. And they're big fans of the original movies and stuff. So I feel like they got the right people behind this. Matt Reeves is returning to direct it. Wait, no, he didn't direct the. Sorry, he didn't direct the last one.
I don't think he did.
But I do like Matt Reeves, so I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that there's a second Hercules movie this year coming out.
There's also another Planes movie.
Also, yes. Brett Ratner.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's that, and there's also Planes, Fire and Rescue, returning with the voice of Dane Cook.
Let's move on to August.
Okay, yeah, let's move on to August. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess we've already talked about that.
Again, I'll end up seeing it, but I'm not anticipating it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not rushing for it to get here.
It's either going to be
I'm not super excited for it, but I think it's something new. I mean, we were talking about how the characters seem to be repetitive. At least this is a new set of characters, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited for it, but it's something different certainly. It has a talking tree man and a talking raccoon, and you know. I mean, this is different. This is about as different as you can get. So I'm interested in seeing it.
Yeah.
The next thing, Dustin, what's the next thing on the list for you?
So yeah, the next thing for me is the Ninja Turtles, which I have no doubt that I'll see it, but I don't expect it to be any good at all.
Yeah.
Which sucks because Ninja Turtles is one of those things that for me brings up a lot of nostalgia. I loved the Ninja Turtles as a kid. The 80s show was amazing. And I have very clear memories of watching that show, with my Ninja Turtles toys. And I have a huge bag of those guys. And yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles. And I'm excited to see the Turtles in CG. And I know they're going to be motion capture. And I hope that they're going to be pretty, lifelike and cool. But at the same time, not lose their charm and their, kind of cuteness or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. just in terms of seeing the four turtles. If they could make a version that edits out everything but the four turtles scenes, I would go see that, because I don't care to see Megan Fox at all in the movie or anybody else really. It's just I just want to see the four turtles, like these brothers, these ninja brothers,
and Splinter.
And Splinter and Shredder if he's in it. I don't even know. I haven't read anything, but Shredder too. But and
Casey Jones
and Casey Jones. And here's hoping that Vanilla Ice makes a cameo.
That'd be awesome.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it in terms of just seeing the turtles kind of brought to life in a new way, because they were puppets before, and I love the puppets. I still love them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's how I feel about Peabody and Sherman.
Yeah.
I have nothing else for August or September, really.
Let me see.
I mean, I'll watch The Expendables 3, but I'll probably just rent that.
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
I mean, the reason I mentioned September is I just didn't see anything at all.
Now, in August, there's that movie Jane Got a Gun. Mm-hmm. Isn't that the movie that has swapped actors and directors 8 times?
I don't know. It must have swapped titles too, because I've never heard of it.
It's a Natalie Portman I think she's really pushing this movie, and she plays Jane, and I don't know, which just makes me want it to be a spin-off of Thor. But yeah,
that's true. I'd get a gun or her at this point.
I don't even see anything in October for me.
Oh God, me neither, man. No,
me neither.
I guess we're okay. Does anybody know what Interstellar is actually about yet in November?
I don't. No, but I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I will see it.
I will see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Yeah. Who's gonna go see Dumb and Dumber 2?
Not me.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm sure I will see it at some point, but in theaters, no.
Yeah.
Unless the trailer looks really good, I don't think I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I don't have anything else for November. Wow, it's amazing how it just blazed through the fall.
You're not gonna go see the Hunger Games?
See, I haven't seen Catching Fire, and
me neither.
I'm sure that's another one we may just rent.
Catching Fire was excellent.
Yeah, I heard Catching Fire was good.
I heard it was good. Yeah,
that's my favorite movie I've seen so far this year. By far, really. Yeah, it was awesome.
Cool.
And I'm excited for this one as well. So,
yeah,
I've got 2 things in December.
Oh yeah,
I want to see Exodus. Mm-hmm. Ridley Scott directing the story of Moses, Christian Bale, Aaron Paul. Yeah, I'll end up seeing it.
Yeah.
Again, I don't even know how. I don't know if they've even started filming yet. I have no clue. It would seem they would have had to have started already, mm-hmm. but I've heard nothing, literally nothing about this movie. So, yeah, but I'll probably end up seeing it just because, yeah.
Yeah.
Same reason as Noah, really. I just like to go see and support these things. But I'll definitely see The Hobbit too. I'm excited for that to be over for more than one reason. I want to see it done. Ever since The Lord of the Rings came out, I've been looking forward to The Hobbit and hoping that they would do one. When they finally announced it, I probably have a little bit of blinders on, and I know people hate the first one. I loved it. I thought it was fun. I bought the extended version on Blu-ray, so obviously I don't have a problem with the running time. And I'll see the second one for sure. That comes out in a week. And, or no, it comes out this Friday. And, so yeah, I'll be there seeing that. Yeah, I just want to, and I also want it to be over because I'm tired of hearing about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing people be like, ooh, The Hobbit sucked. I'm like, okay.
Did people feel that way?
Yeah.
I never saw it. I didn't see it.
A lot of people really hated the first one because, and I think part of the reason is because it's based on one book and they're stretching it out into 3 really long movies.
Sure.
And people just can't let go of that. But the fact for me is, I love Middle Earth, and it's a little bit the way I feel about J.K. Rowling's world and whatever. It's just it's a fascinating world to me, Middle Earth, and the more time I get to spend there, the happier I am. And so I love that. There's still obviously a few other Tolkien stories that they could tell. They pulled some from the appendices of Lord of the Rings, from the Silmarillion, whatever, to pad out these movies, which I know a lot of people hate. I like it. I wish they'd make a Silmarillion movie in sort of an anthology style and let Peter Jackson produce it and get a bunch of directors to tell short stories, like give me the origin of Galadriel and the origin of Gandalf or whatever, and of Sauron, and tell me sort of where they came from and what they're doing, and before The Hobbit even. And for me, the more time I get to spend in Middle Earth, the better. And it's the same with Harry Potter. I'm not sure when that Creatures movie comes out. I guess that's probably 2015. But I'm looking forward to that for the same reason, because I just like that world.
Sure. So. I remember reading the Hobbit book.
Yeah, I had to read it in school.
Yeah, I like the book.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, it seems like it's a good movie to not really have that much money for the theaters, because there really aren't that many choices next year for me.
Yeah, this is a year of slim pickings.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I guess everything big and everything else is really being pushed into 2015.
Yeah, 2015 is going to be jam-packed.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at it right now, even now, like, if you just go through it, it's kind of like, yeah, I want to see a lot of these things.
Yeah.
They've got SpongeBob 2, they've got Avengers, they've got a Mad Max remake, which, man.
When does the Phineas and Ferb movie come out?
They keep pushing it back. I don't even know. And the sad thing is, like, Phineas and Ferb is really kind of out of the zeitgeist now.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
They've got that Tomorrowland movie coming out in 2015.
Yeah, they were filming that down here in Florida a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, even though Damon Lindelof wrote the screenplay, I'm looking forward to it. And there's Jurassic World. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
They're doing a Terminator reboot that year. Batman, Superman, all kinds of stuff.
Ted 2. Minions.
Yeah, I think the next Bond movie comes out in 2015. Oh, and then obviously Star Wars Episode 7.
The Good Dinosaur. Pixar's not releasing a movie this year.
Yeah.
So The Good Dinosaur will be the next Pixar film.
Well, I actually got to go. Thank you both for coming on. We should do this again.
Thanks for having us.
Now we know all the technical issues to anticipate, so we won't start late next time.
Yeah, for real.
Are we doing an episode where we tell our top bottom movies?
Yes. I haven't determined when that will be yet. Probably when the year's actually over.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've already got my list going.
Yeah,
me too.
I haven't made my list. I'll do that on Saturday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All righty.
See you, Hooper.
John, don't forget how to send me your stuff.
I will send it to you now, sir.
Well, you gotta export it first, but
I will export it now, sir.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Dustin?
John, are you there?
I'm going to record on both of these, and I'm going to see which one sounds better, which one overmodulates, which one doesn't.
Good. You should have did this 10 minutes ago.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I was the one that was late.
Damn it, Dustin.
That's a real problem, Dustin.
Yeah.
You'll have some changes in your life.
Changes?
Unplanned pregnancy.
I don't want that.
Planned pregnancy.
And Justin, you're not even in a relationship.
I know. How did this happen?
Whose baby is this?
I don't even know.
Dustin, you gonna be a baby mama.
No. I'm not ready for this responsibility.
Okay, I'm in Audacity. How do I do this?
Okay.
Oh, I see. I can record things.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I think you just hit the record button. I mean, and just don't delete anything.
All right, I'm gonna hit it now.
Okay.
Let me hit it, and then I can see what I can save it as real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
La 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 la. Nay, 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 nay. Okay. I can do wave. I can do MP2, MP3. What's best for you, Hooper?
MP3.
MP3.
The devil's an MP2.
Yeah.
You guys don't know MP2s?
No.
I know all about them MP4s.
Okay, I guess I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Hey, does my audio sound different right now than it does right now?
Let me see if I can record this with Skype going in the foreground. So I'm gonna do this.
I'm just trying to make sure whether
you sound kind of
built-in mic is working.
Are you going to use your built-in mic?
I think I'm trying.
Oh, I mean, right now you're built-in. I can hear it, but what is something wrong with your mic?
Oh, Hooper, you sound like a transformer.
What happened?
Oh,
what happened?
Ow, that hurts my ears.
No. John, do I sound bad to you? John? Uh-oh.
I think you killed him.
Oh, no. John.
Ow.
Do it, John. Shoot him.
Ow.
Okay. Hang on.
Hooper?
Yeah. Do I sound weird?
No. Not really, but
now John sounds weird. Oh.
I can't see you.
Okay, hold on.
I can't even see myself.
Okay, you can't see us because it's a three-way call.
Oh.
So you're not going to be able to see anybody.
Ow.
Okay, something's up with Dustin's stuff.
It hurts.
Janice.
Oh, wait, hold up. Now talk.
Hello.
Keep talking.
I'm going to keep going.
I got that.
Keep talking.
Wait, no. It's John. It's John. John's giving me problems.
Hello.
Yes, it's John.
I'm not giving you problems.
Ow. No, it's both of you. Both.
Can you hear me, Hooper?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me fine?
Yes.
Okay,
Dustin, you got problems.
This hurts to my ears. I'm gonna have to
turn your speakers down.
No, it's not the speakers, yo. Okay.
Change your station.
I'm gonna hang up on this phone call, and then y'all call me back.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's a bitch. I'm gonna get some yogurt. Hold up.
All right.
Okay, my ears don't hurt so much.
Okay.
No more.
You're really loud now.
Oh, curses!
What?
How is this happening to me?
Is it still happening?
Yes. It's like what's happening is your levels are normal, and then they peak really randomly.
That's weird.
And so that short sentence, like, that's weird. That didn't do anything. But the longer you talk,
that's weird.
Ow. Oh. Oh. This hurts,
That's me and
Janice.
Hooper could always talk, and then you randomly just chime in like you're listening. Go, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna unplug my headphones and start over.
Okay.
Hold on one sec.
So neither of you can see me, right?
No, we can't see anything. I can't.
No, I can't see nobody.
So I can be naked.
Sure.
Cool. Way ahead of you.
No, I can't hear nobody neither. What's happening?
Hello. Oh my god. Hey Hooper.
Yes.
Actually, it's like I have to download other things to make it MP3. Can I just is there any way to take the WAV file and turn it into an MP3?
Here. Drop. What you need to do is go to your Skype.
Testing 1.
Okay.
Drop the WAV file into the chat window and let me play it back over here and see if it works.
Okay, hold on one sec. I can find a converter online and convert it afterwards.
Testing 1, 2.
So it really won't let you drag and drop into the little.
No, it gives me a no symbol.
That does sound like an old person. It gives me a no symbol.
Like it looks like the symbol from Ghostbusters. Like the ghost is coming out on the cover of Ghostbusters.
All right. Really, can you see the timeline that I see, John, where I wrote here?
No.
You can't see the chat window?
I'm so confused.
Click on the actual. Find
No,
out.
I don't see here. I see motherfucker. And then I see call.
Oh, okay.
Call no
okay.
answer.
Okay, on the left where you see current, go to current calls.
And then it shows the blue screen with the heads.
Yeah. Do you see anything in the chat window underneath it?
No, it does. Oh wait,
Well,
why don't you send me a picture of Clover's?
I was just testing to see if.
I couldn't see that.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, whoa! I see the chat window.
Okay, drag it into the word part.
I can't. Work drugs.
Okay. I don't understand why that doesn't work because that's how Dustin sends his files to me.
It might be because Dustin, you can't drag on. Like, let me hold on. Let me try and copy it.
Yeah.
Into there.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will work, but
testing one.
Is Control V is paste, right?
Yeah. Ooh, something's happening.
Damn it.
Oh, I guess not.
Let me see if there's a way. Let me Google it real quick.
We might just have to create a Dropbox account, like for real.
I have a Google Drive account. I love Google Drive. It's like Dropbox.
Is that a way?
Is better.
Okay. I wonder if maybe.
Hold on. What is this called? Chat box?
I don't hear. Go up to window.
I'm looking at one.
Can you guys see me, by the way?
No, it's a 3-way conversation.
My light is on my webcam.
Mine is too, but
I was like, is somebody watching?
Someone's watching.
Dude,
not us.
You know that the FBI can remotely access your cameras. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Hooper. I think I figured out a way how to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Hold on.
Show me. Oh, and that's the way we do it. Because then I accept it. All right.
I mean yogurt.
That's good. I'm worried. I'm a little worried about your sound, John.
I don't know if Hooper understood what you said.
You're eating yogurt.
Good.
He's eating yogurt. I heard him. He got up to go get it earlier while you were gone. I wasn't blindsided by this news. All right, let me just listen to this real quick.
La 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 la. Okay.
All right, well it works, John.
Yeah.
I didn't know where it was opening, and then there's iTunes. It just goes ba la 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 la. All right, well I'm ready, guys. What about you?
Yeah, I'm ready.